So who is the God? And what should we say? Let's consider that Muhammad, peace be upon him, was asked by people of his time. Remember now, you and I are not allowed to interpret the Quran. This is a big mistake, and this is a huge problem for those who make this mistake. You must never try to interpret Quran, even if you're an expert in the Arabic language. Never try to do it on your own, because shaitan is your best friend all of a sudden. That is why before we recite Quran, what do we always say? A'udhu billahi minash shaitan irajim. I seek refuge with Allah from the shaitan, the outcast. Because he knows all about this subject. Don't forget, he was worshiping Allah with angels at the time of the creation of Adam. And that was his downfall, his arrogance, thinking he was somebody better than, the kibr. Big problem. But let's come back to the subject. Don't ever try to interpret the Quran. This is dangerous. Even with scholars with you, side by side, helping you, showing them the Arabic, still take it easy and remember to ask Allah. This is very critical, because you're liable to say something and it didn't mean that. The first thing real scholars of Islam do is they know the Arabic language. That's number one. Before anything else, you know the Arabic language. You don't have to be able to pronounce it good. It should be that you could do it, but just in case, some people say, I have a speech problem. So did Moses. It didn't stop him. He tried to use it as an excuse. As a matter of fact, it wasn't valid. You had to do the dawah. Allah called you to do it. You have to do it. But you do have to understand it. You have to be able to read it in Arabic and understand it. Now, I used to study it. I'm going to admit a mistake on my side. I used to study it with what's called transliteration. And that's using English letters to represent, like the 7 could be the ha, and the 3 could be the ah, you know, because we don't have those letters in English. So, but one of the scholars said, no, you're going the wrong way with this. It's going to cause you more problem. I said, well, I've learned the whole thing, this whole system. He said, why didn't you just learn the Arabic? And I thought about it, I said, you know, that was really stupid. I spent all that time learning this combination of English letters twisted up, numbers backwards, all the rest of it. Why didn't I just learn Arabic? Now, here's time for me to do a commercial. Here's the commercial. Well, you watch TV. Come on, admit it. You know what it is. For those people who would like to know the Arabic language, to be able to speak, read, and understand the Arabic language, coming from the English speakers, and how can they do it? By the way, I'm doing a trick right here. If you ever need to use a microphone that's not working correctly, or you know it's too sensitive, or this is kind of like bullhorn microphone. So what you do is put your lips past it, so that you won't get, when you pronounce the P's, pronounce the P's. So you put the, see how it works? See the difference? Pronounce the P's. Because there's a diaphragm on the very end of this thing that's very sensitive, and it pops in real quick with the pressure, actual pressure against it. So that's why sometimes you see people put the mic below their face like this, and they don't have the problem. But well, if you're going to be talking about Islam, more than likely someday you're going to wind up with a microphone around you. Now you just got a free tip. Now we come back to our commercial already in progress. For those people who would like to learn the Arabic language, but they know English, but they really are intimidated by this idea of a new language, especially it reads from right to left. Oh my God, pages go the other way. Oh my God, this stuff connects up weird, and sometimes the letters don't connect. It looks like another word, but it still connects. Oh my God, and it looks the same upside down as it is right side up. I give up. So we made a website for them. This website was actually made for me, by me. I did it for myself, first on paper, then in audio, and then we've made a website out of it. So when you go there and see me teaching it, don't think I'm the professor, I'm the student who's just trying to show you what happened. It's called ArabicInEnglish.com. Pretty simple, wasn't it? You like the name? ArabicInEnglish.com. Just in case you forgot and you went and typed in ArabicInEnglish.com, it would work. But what if you forgot and put it EnglishinArabic.com? I own that one too. It's going to take you to the same website. ArabicInEnglish.com is a good place to get started. You can learn some of the basics there, and it's fun. We make it very fun because I wanted the youth and I wanted the non-Muslims, I want people to keep coming back to it, because at the end of this thing, as they learn the letters, how they work together, how to recognize them quickly, and then how to understand where the words are. As we were doing that, we have one of our sisters in Islam who developed a course, and it's very nice in PowerPoint presentation. That's also included with this. Then after that is another beautiful course in starting to learn to read the Quran. And we offer this to people that are non-Muslims who want to learn Arabic. Well, you know, you might as well have some document to read. Why not try the Quran? Good idea, right? It's already helped some people get to Islam. Many have been able to understand the Quran after going to it. I have a lot of commendations on this and recommendations, and it's by donation. It is not free. It's one of two websites that we have that are not free. It's not free, but you can sample it free and do a lot of stuff there. And if you want the stuff sent to you, then there's a donation that you can make if you want to. I think we can make it so you can download a lot of stuff, but if we send the DVDs out to you, then it costs us money to get a volunteer to put it together, to do the stuff, to package it up, send it out. But you can name the amount you want to donate. And if you're in Malaysia, it's real difficult for us. So I'm really trying to find an organization, an established organization here that wants to do it, and then we just let them have it. They can do it from here. I'm serious. If you know an organization want to do that, we're happy to work with them on it, because it is something that is needed, highly needed, and it would benefit whoever wants to do it. And if you haven't figured it out yet, all of this stuff we do is really ultimately for Allah, free. And it's not that we're trying to make money out of it. It's just that we wouldn't be able to keep offering it regularly if we didn't put something with it. The free Qurans, I'll go ahead and do a separate commercial.